Hello everyone, it's Gaming Up here, and welcome to another episode of FTB Monster. I am back on this server, and yeah, so it's been a little while since I've been on here. I've done a lot. You can notice that over there, that massive quarry. But you may have noticed I uploaded then deleted, like, I don't know, a couple of weeks later, this video. My latest video was number 6 or something. It was called Best Mob Essence Farm or whatever. I deleted it because it was really dumb, the system I made, and I didn't want like people to come to that video thinking it was going to be a good tutorial, something that will work really well, and it really didn't. So I should have named it something else really. But I have fixed up the system. It is a lot better now. It doesn't have... Oh wait, you wouldn't have seen it though. Before, I had it with this... I put it in buckets or something. I don't know what I was thinking. I put it in buckets and I put it over here, which took it out of buckets and then into the tank. So I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. But now, I have a lot simpler. What I have now is... this is my mob essence farm. I have a blue slime, and this is a king slime, so you have to put it that copy yes. It's getting power. Oh god. It's getting power from this tesseract that is turned off right now. And I'll show you why. And these precision export buses are filling up these with the king slime hatchets, which I get from killing the king slimes every now and again. So I thought I'd use those because they do a lot more hearts than the stick, which I was using before, but you wouldn't have seen that. Then they get killed, they go here, the items and XP get sucked into these vacuum hoppers. The items go into this ME interface, and the liquid, which is the liquid XP, goes into the vacuum hopper. And that all goes to my ME system. That is over here, and it goes into these fluid drives, the liquids, and the items go into the normal drives. So you can see here I do not have any, I have sewage for some reason, and I have this blue slime, which is from something else. I do not have any liquid XP here. That is because I've got another fluid interface here, exporting liquid XP down into this tank here, which then has an hang on, flight control on, that then has one of those XP showers there that goes into a sewer, which is this block here behind the glass. That then turns the liquid XP into mob essence. The mob essence then, what's this? Oh, this here is just exporting straight any mob essence I make in the system. So this is my spawning thing over here. So if I have, say, like the spiders in there, that will create mob essence just for the grinders down the bottom killing the spiders. So that liquid, the mob essence will go into my system as well. But that will get oh jeez, that will get exported into this tank, or into this tank. And the reason this tank is here, I didn't have to do it this big, but I just did. This is because it goes into this tank, then goes back up into this big tank. This one, the vanilla comparators can, like, detect, I guess, get a redstone signal out of them. If you don't know, comparators, like, if there's blocks in a chest, it will turn it on, and the amount more blocks, the further the redstone signal will go. Doesn't really matter here. But this is detecting that there's a liquid in this tank, so it'll be a comparator. That goes to this wireless redstone, which goes, why did I block this off, to this other wireless receiver, the wireless receiver, which powers this block, which turns off the tesseract, so no more power and mob essence can get there. So it basically turns it off, so I'm not creating any more. Where did that wood go? I have found some problems with this system, but I know what I can now. I guess I'll just get some more. do to fix them. Oh, they probably wanted vacuum hoppers. If I have something spawning in this room, it will drain this tank pretty fast. Not like pretty fast, but one can't keep up with it. So I think I'm gonna add a couple more into this, maybe 3 or 4 more. And this tank's here just so I can dump my XP into it, because there's no point keeping it on me. I don't do any enchanting or anything. So that all goes down, and now fill up this. I didn't really need to do it because that's just gonna fill up that tank completely probably, and then it'll get backlogged. But yeah, that's what I've been doing now. I've also, I don't know if I've done that, but I added all these here. These are temporary as well. It's just to get more essence. I want to do some magical crops on camera, but I don't want to be doing it with all the essence. So I'm growing a whole lot of essence. What I've got at the moment, I think I've got like, I got 28,000, which is a lot, but it won't be enough to get all the seeds. I've also made quite a few seeds as well. I got dye seeds, redstone seeds, glowstone seeds, a whole lot of other seeds. I want to make a field this big full of every seed. So I think it's 9 by 9, maybe smaller, but one of those full for every seed, so I'll be getting basically so much resources from that. But the magical crop seeds, they're unlikely. It's possible, but they're very unlikely to give you more than 1 seed. So like, say from wheat, I break it, I'm probably likely to get 2, 3 or more seeds from it. But magical crop ones, you only get 1 most of the time, but you always get 1. And then this quarry, you may have noticed, like on the first few episodes, I said that was one of the first things I was going to work on, getting rid of this taint here. And I put up these trees which have been a bit cut down, and it wasn't really it didn't seem to be spreading, so I thought it would be absolutely fine and just left it. When I was putting these in here, I noticed like it was spreading to here, and that kind of worried me. See, there's still some here. If I push F3, yeah, tainted land. And then, so I've planted these trees everywhere there was taint. I think I just saw some more. Yeah, this may be tainted land. No, this is not tainted. Good. So these trees, I think I mentioned in one of my previous episodes, turns land around them into this whatever it's called, magical forest biome. So yeah, that's cool. And also I'm quarrying this whole area out. That gets rid of taint as well, just destroying the blocks, I'm pretty sure. So I took some screenshots, and I might put them on the video of how it looked to start with. First I did a little area with the filler just destroying all the blocks, and then that wasn't enough. It was still everywhere. I didn't know it actually spread into these caves below it, so I thought, why not just quarry it all out? And this is using the Quarry Plus, which I made. I'll show you how you make that. It's from the Quarry Plus mod. But you can make this Quarry Plus, which is, ooh, are you gonna show me? Yeah, there you go. A quarry, diamond chipsets, a pulsating chipset, some yellow pipe wire, and 8 chests. And an assembly table makes Quarry Plus. And then I also have the Pump Plus, which is 2 pumps, 64 tanks, and that stuff, some pipes, and oh crap. So yeah, I got that here. The Pump Plus, if you sit next to the Quarry Plus, pumps out any liquid, and I don't know what's gonna do this, but it has put the frames, I think they're called, yeah, frames around here to block the water from falling, which is pretty cool, I think. Pretty clever. I don't know why, but this keeps freezing, like whenever I look at it. I don't know, but yeah, it's still happening, so who cares. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've worked on. No, it's definitely not what I've worked on. I've decided that I don't like any of these buildings up here. They look ugly. I don't like them. Underground bases are so much better. So I've decided to make an underground base. It's also because I want to have all this area up with the village all around here. I need to put a wall up. I need to get on there. I'm going to do all that off camera, all these buildings. They will never be used for anything. They'll just be for looks. The only ones that will be used are ones for secret entries. So I've made one entry so far. You guys should tell me what you like. This is going to be pitch black, so you won't be able to see. But I want to have like a piston door somewhere, or something. I guess there's something in the mod pack that I can use instead of a piston door. Like I might use the torch levers mod, which I can have a torch and you flick the torch and pistons go off. But then I want you to fall down here, it'll be pitch black, and you fall onto this, and then you're in this massive as room. I use the filler to take out all this. But I think I've also made it in chunks, so it's easy to chunk load. I'm only going to use the spot loaders so I know exactly what chunks are loaded. I don't like chunk loaders, they always seem to have too many, like, you can't exactly know how many chunks are loaded. So I've made it all in the chunk borders. This in here is all in a chunk as well. Pretty sure, maybe, hopefully. Hopefully. Where's my pick? There we go. So if I mine this, yeah, see that's a chunk line right there. So all this is in the border as well. These walls aren't loaded, but I don't really care about them. And these platforms are made perfectly so you can see down the bottom, but if you're down the bottom you can barely see anywhere. So down here I'm planning on having my power source max for the like how I said max, what is the key? F9, here we go. Stuff I don't really, I can see from above of course, but I don't need to come down here to check it up every so often. It just runs itself, because I don't like being able to see, not being able to see, I mean. This is made out of the marble chisel stuff. I need to add some more detail, and this is the factory blocks with the chisel as well. So yeah, a lot of work has been done. So yeah, this is also the torch levers mod. It's a obsidian illusion, so you fall straight through it. So that's cool. I'm gonna rip down all these buildings pretty soon. Maybe between next episode, I don't know. I have to move everything down there. But yeah, I have not really got anything else planned. So maybe I might start building some more of these buildings, because I think they'll look awesome. Ripping down buildings I don't like. Keeping the Formcraft building, even though I'm not going to use it because I hate Formcraft. Hello, I'm back. I've done a little bit of work since last time. Also, the quarry has finished. Ta-da! I am a little bit worried, because if I push F3, I'm pretty sure somewhere around here. Around here I got, it still said, yeah, hit right here. Tainted lands, right? It still says, so if I fill this hole back up, it might actually be up the top again. So I don't know, maybe I want to plant, oh, not night vision, that's not what I want. F3, there we go. If I fill it up, it might come back onto the top, because I was digging this out to get rid of the taint. So yeah, I don't know about that. I'll see what happens. I guess I can just plant one of these trees on top of that a little bit. There might be more in here as well. I haven't checked the whole thing. But also, there's a lot of monsters around because it's nighttime. I've started building this wall that I want to carry on going around the whole compound. It's quite far. It's gonna come round here, then back down here. You'll cut through these little farms I made. Across the river, around here a bit, not very far, across the river again, and then come back through there. So it'll be a little circle. These have gone too far out. These are all going to get ripped down anyway. I have to do that off camera. These farms are all going to get ripped down out as well. They'll all be under the ground in my base. But also, I built another house. I want It's bigger than my last one. I kind of tried to make it not look exactly the same. It is very similar though, but this part on the top slightly different than this one. I like this house better really. This one seems actually too big. But yeah, I haven't put anything inside. I don't think I'm going to either. And I've also made this little shed here, which I actually really like these. I want to put them everywhere, but this one actually has a purpose, and it is to get down to my base. Like that. That's how all the entries are going to be, and now you can just fly out. Because I can fly, so yeah. If you can't fly, then you're kind of screwed getting in and out of my base. But yeah, also, this world is a server right now, and it's not running 24/7. My mate runs it, and he does not want to play on the server anymore, so he is going to give me the world, so I have it. I would quite like it to be still running. I want to run it as a server. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, or if I should just play single player. I know I don't have any subs and stuff, so you guys probably won't care, but this is just the advantages and disadvantages. If I have it running on a server, it runs 24/7, so if I have a quarry or my magical crops, which I actually want to get into, getting all my ores instead of quarries, they will run 24/7, and I'll be getting ores and crops 24/7. So that's a good thing about a server. Disadvantage is obviously that it won't be running 24/7. I was wondering if there's anybody out there that is getting into YouTube or wants to get into YouTube that has a good enough PC to be able to run and record FTB Monster, because that's what pack I'm playing on. If they would be interested in playing on our server, I guess I will need to get server hosting, which I'll try to look for the cheapest I possibly can for running high enough to run the FTB Monster without too much lag. But I don't know. But if you do want to, I kind of will need you to help contribute to paying the amount for server hosting. So yeah, or if you can host it yourself, that's great. So if you have like, I don't know, something that you can host a server running it 24/7, then yeah, I might pay you. I don't know, not much, but yeah, if you're interested in that, I will have Skype name and stuff in the description, and you can just comment if you want to. I don't know, it'd be easier to go on Skype. But yeah, if you're interested in that, please friend me on Skype. I'll talk to you. I don't know. And don't judge my Skype name. I was like 10 when I made it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember to give me a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.